Welcome back, brothers and sisters. In honor of Dragon Week, I want to give you 6 epic dragon BBGs. But before we begin, real quick, just want to let you know that I am releasing the Traveling NPC Zine on my Patreon this weekend. We're up to 6 pages that have already been published as PDFs. The total count is going to be 10, so I'm working on those last few right now. So if you want to go print those out and help me keep doing what I'm doing, you can do that for a $3 tithing on the Patreon. But with that out of the way, let us pray. The Lycan Dragon is infected with lycanthropy. It only comes down from its mountain lair on nights of the full moon, with matted fur growing between its scales, huge canine-like fangs, and a breath weapon of corrupted moonlight that deals radiant damage to anything caught within the beam. So a very cool idea to make a red dragon even more sinister and evil, but also a cool idea to turn a gold dragon ally into a sudden savage enemy. The stone dragon has half of its face and torso petrified from a brief but violent encounter with a basilisk during its time as a wormling, which gives it resistance to piercing and slashing damage, but it does cause it to have disadvantage on all dexterity saving throws. And I also think it would be cool if part of this petrification means it can't fly, it's simply too heavy. But that doesn't matter, because the amount of sheer bludgeoning damage it can do with one strike of its huge petrified arm or one sweep of its petrified tail could level a building. The Conjoined Dragon is not one dragon but two, who hatched from the same egg, but rather than hate each other like an Eton might, they actually see each other as their only equal in all the realms, and revel in inflating each other's ego. So a lot of fun roleplay to be had there, but in terms of combat, I think it would be interesting if one of them was a white dragon, the other was a red dragon, and the white dragon can freeze all of the characters' feet to the floor of the cave or the dungeon, and then the red dragon can hit them with a huge fireball that they all have disadvantage on their dexterity save to avoid, because they're frozen to the floor. The Heretical Dragon wields a broken church steeple as a wizard staff, and the magic comes from the 1d12 priests who are trapped inside and burning alive. Only the unholy magics that are channeled through this staff do not allow them to die. And I just have always loved the image of a dragon who actually uses a staff and behaves more like a humanoid caster than a dragon that walks around on all fours. I just think that is so cool. The Masochist Dragon has dozens of bladed weapons protruding from its neck, its stomach, and its back, from the armies it has swallowed alive who then failed to cut their way out of this dragon. And despite the pain, the dragon keeps the blades there because it terrifies its enemies, and it's a constant reminder of the violent, glorious acts this dragon has committed upon these pesky mortals. And the Royal Dragon uses a crumbling human ziggurat as its throne, which is carried on the shoulders of 2d4 enslaved giants, and its horde of kobold worshippers lives within the ziggurat, constantly counting and keeping watch over its ever-growing horde. And I like the idea that this dragon sees flight as something beneath it. It is of such noble blood that it is carried everywhere by these giants, and its wings have actually grown so weak it no longer can fly. So if the party can deal with these giants and actually weaken the dragon, it doesn't really have a way to escape. I hope you liked those ideas for a Dragon BBG. If you did, there are 2 bonus ideas over on the Patreon in the morning ritual number 30, which you can read for free just by following the Patreon. And if you do decide to give a $3 tithing, don't forget you can print out all of the pages I've released so far for the Traveling NPC Zine, and the full zine will be going up this weekend. A special thanks here at the end to my patrons who have made all of this possible and keep me fueled with excitement and inspiration to keep making videos for you all. We say these things in their unholy names. Amen.